गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Thursday. It is 6th of February. It is Magha Masa or Madhava Masa, Sukla Paksham, Navami Tithi. So there is one new Vaishnava event today. So the day event is the disappearance day of Sri Madhvacharya. So there are few lines from the special Vaishnava days. So he is a very prominent Acharya in our disciplic succession. You might like to hear something about Sri Madhvacharya, Sri Pad Madhvacharya. From Srila Prabhupada's purport to from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya chapter 9, verse 245. In his childhood, Madhvacharya was known as Vasudeva, and there are some wonderful stories surrounding him. It is said that once, when his father had piled up many debts, Madhvacharya converted tamarind seeds into actual coins to pay them off. When he was 5 years old, he was offered the sacred thread. A demon named Maniman lived near his abode in the form of a snake, and at the age of 5, Madhvacharya killed that snake with the toe of his left foot. When his mother was very much disturbed, he would appear before her in one jump. He was a great scholar even in childhood, and although his father did not agree, he accepted sannyasa at the age of 12. Upon receiving sannyasa from Achyuta Preksha, he received the name Purna Prajna Tirtha. After traveling all over India, he finally discussed scriptures with Vidyasankara, the exalted leader of Sringeri Mata. Vidyasankara was actually diminished in the presence of Madhvacharya. Accompanied by Satyatirtha, Madhvacharya went to Badrikashrama. It was there that he met Vyasadeva and explained his commentary on the Bhagavad Gita before him. Thus, he became a great scholar by studying before Vyasadeva. By the time he came to the Anandamata from Badrikashrama, Madhvacharya had finished his commentary on the Bhagavad Gita. His companion Satyatirtha wrote down the entire commentary. When Madhvacharya returned from Badrikashrama, he went to Ganjama, which is on the bank of the river Godavari. There he met with two learned scholars named Shobhana Bhatta and Swami Shastri. Later these scholars became known in the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya as Padmanabha Tirtha and Narahari Tirtha. When he returned to Udupi, he would sometimes bathe in the ocean. On such an occasion, he composed a prayer in 5 chapters. Once, while sitting beside the sea, engrossed in meditation upon Lord Shri Krishna, he saw that a large boat containing goods for Dwarka was in danger. He gave some signs by which the boat could approach the shore, and it was saved. The owners of the boat wanted to give him a present, and at the time, Madhvacharya agreed to take some Gopi Chandana. He received a big lump of Gopi Chandana, and as it was being brought to him, it broke apart and revealed a large deity of Lord Shri Krishna. The deity had a stick in one hand and a lump of food in the other. As soon as Madhvacharya received the deity of Krishna in this way, he composed a prayer. The deity was so heavy that not even 30 people could lift it. Yet Madhvacharya personally brought this deity to Udupi. 8 of Madhvacharya's sannyasa disciples became directors of his 8 monasteries. Worship of Lord Sri Krishna deity is still going on at Udupi according to the plans Madhvacharya established. Madhvacharya then, for the second time, visited Badrikashrama while he was passing through Maharashtra. The local king was digging a big lake for the public benefit. As Madhvacharya passed through that area with his disciples, he was also obliged to help in excavation. After some time, when Madhvacharya visited the king, he engaged the king in that work and departed with his disciples. Often in the province of Ganga Pradesha, there were fights between Hindus and Muslims. The Hindus were on one bank of the river, and the Muslims on the other. Due to the community tension, no boat was available for crossing the river. The Muslim soldiers were always stopping passengers on the other side, but Madhvacharya did not care for the soldiers. He crossed the river anyway, and when he met the soldiers on the other side, he was brought before the king. The Muslim king was so pleased with him that he wanted to give him a kingdom and some money, but Madhvacharya refused. While walking on the road, he was attacked by some dacoits, but by his bodily strength, he killed them all. When his companion Satyatirtha was attacked by a tiger, Madhvacharya separated them by virtue of his great strength. When he met Vyasadeva, he received from him the Salagrama Sila known as Astamurti. After this, he summarized the Mahabharata. So there is further information. Okay, let me complete that one. So Madhvacharya's devotion to the Lord and his erudite scholarship became known throughout India. Consequently, the owners of the Sringeri Mata established by Shankaracharya became a little perturbed. At that time, the followers of Shankaracharya were afraid of Madhvacharya's rising power and they began to tease Madhvacharya's disciples in many ways. There was even an attempt to prove that the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya was not in the line with Vedic principles. A person named Pundarika Puri, a follower of Mayavada philosophy of Shankaracharya, came before Madhvacharya to discuss the Shastras. It is said that all of the Madhvacharya's books were taken away, but later they were found with the help of King Jayasimha, ruler of Kumla. In discussion, Pundarekapuri was defeated by Madhvacharya, a great personality named Trivikramacharya, who was a resident of Vishnu Mangala, became Madhvacharya's disciple, and his son later became Narayanacharya, the composer of Srimad Bhagavatam. After the death of Sri Vikramacharya, the younger brother of Narayanacharya took sannyasa and later became known as Vishnu Tirtha. It was reputed that there was no limit to the bodily strength of Purna Prajna Madhvacharya. There was a person named uh, Kadanjari who was famed for possessing the strength of 30 men. Madhvacharya placed the big toe of his foot upon the ground and asked the man to separate it from the ground. But that great strong man could not do so, even after great effort. Srila Madhvacharya passed from this material world at the age of 80, while writing a commentary on the Aitreya Upanishad. For further information about Madhvacharya, one should read Madhva Vijaya by Narayanacharya. Okay, so that is from the events perspective. So today is the disappearance day of um, Madhvacharya. Okay, so we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so I have stopped the in the last session when I was present. Before 9 days, there was 9 days gap. So it is the second chapter of second canto, chapter 10, verse number 30, where Sukadev Goswami was describing the Virata form. Of course, the devotees, you have been reading this again about the Virata. The shlokas might have been continued, but again, as we are recording the session, so again stressing, repeating those verses where I have stopped it. So there, Sukadeva Goswami describing Nididyasoho Atmamayam Hridayam Niribijjata Tato Manaschandra iti Sankalpaha Kama Evacham. So whenever the bodily limbs of the Virat Rupa of the Lord is getting formed at that time, Hridayam Niribijjata, the heart is manifested, which is the place for the mind, and the moon also. Tato Manaha Chandra iti, and the moon, who is the presiding deity for the mind. Iti Sankalpa Kama Evacha. The mind is the place for the sankalpa and vikalpas. Yat sankalpa vikalpabhyam vartate kama sambhavaha. That is the place for the desires. Likewise, when Virat Rupa wanted to know um, Nidyasu Atmamayam Hridayam Niribijjata, and about all his activities and so many things. I wanted to do it, I don't want to do it, I like it, I don't like it. Sankalpa Vikalpabhyam. At that time, the mind and preceding deity and everything were generated. Niridhyasoho Atmayam Hridayam Niribijjata Tato Manah Chandra iti Sankalpaha Kama eva cha. So after that, so Sukadeva Goswami, he is further describing that what else further limbs are generated. So he says that Saptadhatuhu, Saptadhatuhu, they are the skin, yeah, the skin, flesh, bones, and blood, and marrow, and all these things got generated. And then after that, earth, these Saptadhatus are there created by the earth, water, and the fire mainly. After that, the pranavayu is also generated. Pranavayu is created from the water, air, and the sky. So where the water is common between the subtle and the uh, gross, gross elements. So water is very prominent one. So here likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is continuing. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 10, verse number 31. त्वक्चर्म मांस रुधिर मेदो मज्जा अस्ति धातवः भूमि आप तेजोमयाः सप्त प्राणो व्योम अम्बुवायुभिः त्वक् charma mamsa rudira. Twak is the thin layer on the skin. Twak, very thin layer that we can see directly see with our eyes. That is the twak charma, the skin. And again, also skin is also having different layers. Under the skin, there is again the reddish kind of flesh, but which is also part of called skin. Twak charma. These are the thin layer and also the skin. Mamsa, the flesh. And Rudira, blood. Medaha is the fat. Majja is the marrow. Asti, bones. And Datavaha, elements. These are the Sapta Dhatus. And these are made up of the Bhumi of Tejo. Bhumi Apaha Tejo. This is the earth, water, and the fire. Mayaha Saptam. They are created by these three elements. Bhumi of Tejo Mayaha Sapta. And then Pranavayu. This is the Pranavayu, breathing air. Pranavayu is created by the Vyoma Ambu Vayubhihi. Vyoma is the sky, Ambu is the water, and Vayubhihi by the air. Pranavayu. Prano Vyoma Ambu Vayubhihi. Pranoho. This is Pranaha. Breathing air is created by the sky, water, and by the air. So Twak Charma Mamsa Ridhira Meda Majja Asti Datavaha Bhumi Aap Tejo Mayaha Satta Prano Vyoma Ambu Vayubhihi. So translation for this verse. Okay. The seven elements of the body, namely the thin layer on the skin itself, the flesh, blood, fat, marrow, and bone, are all made of earth, water, and fire, whereas the life breath is produced by the sky, water, and air. And purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Hangma Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. The construction of the whole material world is prominently made by three elements, namely earth, water, and fire. But the living force is produced by sky, air, and water. So, water is the common element in both the gross and subtle forms of all material creation. And it should be noted herewith that due to necessity, water being most prominent in material creation is the principal element of all the five. This material body is thus an embodiment of the five elements, and the gross manifestation is perceived because of three, namely earth, water, and fire. Sensations of touch are perceived due to the thin layer on the skin, and bone is as good as hard stone. The breathing air of life is produced of sky, air, and water, and therefore open air, regular bath, and ample space in which to live are favorable for healthy vitality. Fresh produce from the earth, like grains and vegetables, as well as fresh water and heat, is good for the upkeep of the gross body. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, so
Thank you,
in this
Prabhuji.
purport, Prabhupada is describing that the body, material body, is mainly made up of the earth, water, and the fire. These are the three, all the saptadhatus. And pranavayu is the water, space, and the air. So here, water is the common element. Without water, if we see the throughout world, all the major cities, they are constructed next to the water. Wherever the big rivers are flowing with fresh water, that is where the cities are constructed. And for what? Mainly for carrying out the spiritual activities. Of course, for drink, it is also required for drinking, but water is main substance. In the scriptures, it is described. Um, so water is common element, but if we see the globe, and there are many countries, they do not have water facility at all. All are very dry. And if we see from the top, when we are going in an airplane, everything is dried. They do not grow any crops in such kind of such kind of lands without water, and they are not favorable for such. But if we see the India, wherever we go, we are able to grow the crops throughout the year. That is the most fortunate thing. So water is the main thing for the life, either for the grass and also the pranavayu. And sometimes we also see is many living entities. They're also existing in the living in the water, in the ocean. Most of the living entities that are also existing in the water as well, and also air. And for example, even Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, he is lying in the Garbhodaka water. Karnadak Sai Vishnu is lying in the Karna ocean. See, wherever he goes, even the Lord is also lying in the water. Water is the main substance. There, whenever in the Garbhodaka ocean, the Lord is lying on the Adishesha, sitting, lying on the Adishesha, and he is going up and down through the big waves are also going. When big waves are coming, the Lord Ananta Shesha with thousands of hordes is just moving up and down, and he is coming up and coming down like that. That descriptions are so beautiful. We would see those things as well in coming days. But here, the water is substance is the very important thing that Prabhupada is also stressing that one. And then for again explaining of the sensation of the touch. These are all little bit of science we have studied from childhood, from somewhere or other, from the books or like that. But that is also not complete. It is there. Give the opinions based on the study. Study is also by again once it is imperfect senses, illusion, make make tendency to make mistakes, and also to cheat others. Generally, everyone has got some personal benefit. They want to wanted to achieve some personal benefit. In such a way, the materialistic books have been created and education has been formed, but that is not pure because the scientists they wanted to get something income or something else or the name, fame like that. Because of such kind of defects, that is not pure. But whatever the sages have given to us without any material expectations, they do not want to be, they do not have any personal expectations from any point of view. So like Vyasadeva, he has given all these things. We have to take those instructions. But here, Prabhupada is also explaining in such a way that how the material body is working, and also breathing air, life is produced of sky, air, water, and therefore open air and regular bath. So here, open air and regular bath. Previously, we used to have these baths and all. They're separate, but they should be open terrace kind of thing. Uh, where the steam cannot be just if we take the bath in the fresh water, it will body it is conducive to the spiritual activities. But whereas the hot water, we may get comfortable and nice, but um, it may not be easy for the modern people to take cold baths in the cold. But however, there are austerities that taken being performed by the great ascetics. And open air and regular bath, ample space in which to live are favorable for healthy vitality. In previously, this many people in the villages, their bathrooms they are constructed with just four kinds of four walls, like with made up of straw thing, and then they take the open bath. The steam will straight away go up. It will not accumulate within the four walls. Nowadays, that is the main problem. If the steam accumulates, what happens? All the fungus and so many, it causes so many diseases. Previously, it was very, very healthy environment. That one has to acknowledge what could be the best for him. Okay. And then fresh produce from that, like grains and vegetables, as well as fresh water and heat, is good for upkeep of gross body. So this is all needed. Wherever we go, we need to take the raw ingredients as much as possible, not the processed food. Processed food and the number of people, their consciousness is going to put up into that the process that will be going to the person who is eating it. That is one thing, and other side is the as much as processed, it will also reduce the lifespan as well. Reduce the lifespan is means if we taking only fruits and nourishing food, the healthy environment, we can take the preparations from the ghee preparations, the either vegetable sabjis or rice. It is made up of the ghee that is good for the liver. All kinds of sunflower oil is very. These are all not good at all when compared with the ghee. And previous either sesame seed oil that is good. Previously also we have seen so many of benefits of it. It has also got scriptural injunctions support you to use the sesame seed oil. We got Satyala Ekadasi. It said you apply the sesame seed paste onto the body, eat sesame seeds, and donate sesame seeds to Brahmanas. Brahmanas mainly use the sesame seeds. This is the mainly natural ingredients. One has to use the such kind of things for the healthy upkeep, ghee and sesame seed oil like that, and also not buy directly from the shops. As much as possible, get the grains or things, and we prepare ourselves, and we go to the mills or where these grains are crushed to the oil. That is what people used to do it in the villages. Still they do it. They do not take buy from the shops or retailers. They do not trust them. Okay, so that is how Prabhupada is explaining here. But as much as possible, we used to take only the natural ingredients for the upkeep of healthy body. Okay, so this is again Prabhupada is describing here everything. This is about the Tvak Charma Mamsa Vidra Meda Majja Asti Datavaha Bhumyapa Tejomayaha Satta Prano Vyom Ambhu Vayubhihi. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is letter 2. So I think there are 9 days. I think you might have read 9 letters. Kindly let me know if it is not. That's and then the other 3, 4, 5. What's the letter yesterday which was read? Any devotees, can you please help me?
It is letter to Madhusudana,
Yes, yes.
date 1970, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Nama is done. Kiradaksai Vishnu, that is also done. Okay, this is the Madhusudana. It is to read today, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, letter to Madhusudana, June 29th, 1970, Los Angeles. Okay, so can I request who is going to read today? So, any unallocated devotee, please. Shridhar Govindas, Saranya Mataji, want to read it? Okay.
Hare Krishna, brother.
Take it.
My dear Madhusudana, please accept my blessings. I beg to thank you very much for your letter dated 24th June 1970 with your check for $2,200, for which I think you and your good wife, Kanjana Bala, I thank Kanjana Bala. This kind of letter is very encouraging to me because there is an enclosure of a nice check. So we have to pay immediately some bills of ISKCON Trust as well as Dai Nippon. So it will be very much helpful. I am very much glad to learn that you have appreciated the subject matter of Nectar of Devotion and Krishna while working on it in the press. And actually, these two books will keep us constantly in Krishna consciousness. The secret of Krishna consciousness is open in these two books. Our method is very simple. All different methods of self realization are little or more troublesome. This is explained in the Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, that person who have no fixed idea what is God and God will have unnecessarily more trouble to reach to the goal. Krishna is the ultimate objective. Unless one therefore reaches to this point, he remains imperfect. Never mind what he is, either a karmi or a jnani or a yogi. For a devotee, the objective is directly approached. So person will be interested simply in reading our books wherein there is only Krishna consciousness described in transcendental varieties. Thus, by reading these books, thus reading Thus, by reading of these books, especially Nectar of Devotion by the devotees, everyone will go back to home, back to Godhead Krishna. So I wish that all of you, especially those that are married couples, may combinedly advance in Krishna consciousness, being constantly engaged in his loving devotion, loving service, and that will make me very happy. Please offer my blessings to all the boys and girls. There is some discrepancy in the layout of Krishna consciousness handbook, and this will be pointed out by Devananda. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So the first thing is like Prabhupada was appreciating this devotee for their letters and the check, because the ultimately Lakshmi is needed for everything in this material world. So Prabhupada was appreciating whenever I get some check, that I am very happy, because Prabhupada has to manage many things. These all need printing books and temple maintenance. Everything need Lakshmi. So Prabhupada was appreciating, and Prabhupada was to pay some bills for the press. So Prabhupada was appreciating that. And another important thing Prabhupada was saying about the Nectar of Devotion and Krishna book. So Prabhupada is mentioning these two books are very important books, because that is like a sweet book that explain the leelas of Krishna, and that everything that the devotees will enjoy, like it is like a stress reliever, like that kind of book, Krishna book. And Nectar of Devotion is like more of philosophical book. What is bhakti? More systematic and scientific study of bhakti. That is Nectar of Devotion. All the things. So that will combinedly, if we read like that will make a devotee's heart fulfill, because one side is like thorough philosophy, thorough systematic study. Other side is like a Krishna book relief kind of thing. So Prabhupada's mention, if we simply read these two books and understand that will make our position fixed in Krishna consciousness. And then Prabhupada was mentioning like whatever thing and other people follow, either it's a karmi, jnani or yogi, unless he come to the conclusion that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and follow we understand that the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the only yajna that can perform in this Kali Yuga, and following that. All other methods are like little more troublesome. So this is the easiest method, just reading, chanting, and dancing and following regulative principles. So this is more simple and easy method for this Kali Yuga. And another thing Prabhupada was mentioning, like especially if we read, especially Nectar of Devotion by the devotees, everyone will go back to home. That is an important statement. Like Prabhupada was mentioning, if we read and try to understand Nectar of Devotion, that is our ticket back to Godhead. So like that point. And another thing is like Prabhupada was encouraging all those especially those married couples combinedly advance in Krishna consciousness. So they want both husband and wife to be combinedly progress in Krishna consciousness. So if there is any difference of opinion, that will affect their material as well as spiritual life. So their Prabhupada was requesting them to combinedly advance. And then Prabhupada was mentioning about the handout layout discrepancy in the Krishna consciousness handbook, and that has to be rectified. So Prabhupada was pointing out that also. Uh, yes, Prabhu, these are my takeaways. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Nicely read and explained. Okay, any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Anakanya Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Well, Mataji explains it nicely. I just want to add the secret. It says there, once you get he was actually recommending how beautiful it is when couples get together and they jointly provide some means to propagate these books. And once you get the books, the secret is to open it when you get it in your hand. And from opening it, you start reading it. And that is the key to getting back home to God. You find out about Krishna, build a relationship with Krishna, and you actually have the knowledge about Krishna, which is what we are striving for all the time. So that's the key thing, and everything else what Mataji said was really helpful. Yeah, thank you. But the thing about books is such an important thing to Prabhupada, and because of that, we're all here today. So why don't we open the books when they come in our hands and look at them and relish the essence in them? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely added up. Thank you. Any other points, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So the Krishna consciousness is very important. Reading books is very important. And this is Susukam Kartum Avyayam. It is very pleasing. Whereas many people, they go unnecessarily more trouble to reach to the goal, Krishna. So many people, as we have, I was present in the Kumbh Mela. Many people are just always taking and doing early morning, going to the bath in the Ganga River and then doing Kalpavasa. This is what is we have been hearing. Go Koti Dana Grahane Kagasya. Prayaga Gangodaka Kalpavasaha. Some people were doing a Kalpavas 1 month, waking early up morning and going to the Ganga River, taking a dip, and then worshipping Tulsi and also some puja early in the morning. And then throughout the day, what they do, they don't have anything to engage, simply sit. They're doing Kalpavasa for what? Moksha. It is a very troublesome in a cold water bath. So this is practically experienced. There are so many troubles, but here many people, they are not reading books. They speak only what and all they understand by their activities because they don't have much knowledge, exposure to the books. That's why Prabhupada is spreading and printing books and spreading everywhere. And everyone, there are so many in the Kumbh Mela. Many people, from the spiritual perspective, they have put thousands of akadas. They have got their own, they are given like a 1 acre of land. Within that land, they can put their own small temple, small uh, place of worship, and also some kitchen and small tents. People will come and stay there and participate there in their own way, whatever the spiritual process they have been following. But everyone are there are in one some particular akaras in the particular premises. Likewise, thousands and millions, I think more than, I do not understand, countless. It is kind of a entire city of these tents have been constructed, which is of a temporary nature. But it is a place. But they are not reading the books. They do not understand. They're simply hearing Katha, Bhagavata Katha, Ramayana Katha, doing some bhajans, and then eating prasadam. As simple as that. But however, behind that, they took so much of troubles. Different lineages from the Sri Sampradaya and Ramanuja, that is Ramanuja Sampradaya or Nimbarka, and also Rudra Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, and also our Krishna consciousness, Gaudiya, Sri Madhva Gaudiya, Guru Vaishnava, that Sampradaya is there. And apart from the Shankaracharya, so many millions of Sampradayas, and some people, they took some kind of a Babas kind of, we do not discriminate who is right, who is real, who is not real. And some also sadhus also, if simply grow some beard and some hair on top of the head, of course it is an austerity. But if you just rub some kind of ashes and throughout the body, I become a sadhu, something like that. And I go to everyone and just worship, bless them, and they give me money. So these are so many trouble things, and we do not know who is real and who is genuine. But in order to understand that, we have to read these books, Nectar of Devotion, everything. They're all not pure devotees of Krishna. Who is Krishna? They don't know. Ganga Ma ki Jai, Har Har Mahadev, Shambho Shankara. Just they are simply glorifying Ganga Ma and then Lord Shiva. But many of them, they do not know. But some very pure devotees, they understand Krishna consciousness scientifically. मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चित् यतति सिद्धये यत्रामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन् मां वेति तत्त्वतः. That Tatpataha is scientifically knowing Krishna. It is very few people. Prabhupada wanted to enlarge those number into huge to read by reading Nectar of Devotion and Krishna consciousness books. So it is a very easy, and also it is very difficult to go there, and it is not practical for the Westerners peoples to live like that, like ascetics, just in living and taking cold bath and doing all those things and getting when the weather is not cooperative, one will become diseased, and also it will hamper the spiritual activities. But here in our Krishna consciousness, we have got the place, very clean ones, and we got deities, very the place of worship and devotees association. By reading Bhagavatam among the devotees association, it makes us pure day by day, and then it will take us go back to home, back to Godhead Krishna. And here everything is Krishna and his knowledge that is presented in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, by the Acharyas and the Nectar of Devotion by Rupa Goswami and our six Goswamis. They have given so immense literatures. We need to read all these things easily and discuss among the devotees. That way, the life will become very easy. Some people, many people, they have given up their families and they're coming there and taking big, severe austerities and then just wandering. Ichchadvesha vihinena sarvatra samachetasa bhakti yuktena prapta bhagavati gatihi. Even Kadnima Prajapati, he has given up his family and he was wandering. That is at that age of the Satya Yuga. But in this age of Kali, it is not recommended. One has to stay where he is. Always chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and worship deities very easily as much as possible, and follow the regulative principles for no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication. Stay among the devotees and read the scriptures, and then perfect yourself, cleanse it from the all the bad elements, anger, lust, and greed, and many other things that which we do not know. So by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one will be purified very easily. One can see practically. Okay, these are my takeaway points as well from this letter. Thank you, Mataji. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening at 8 o'clock, we have got Krishna book reading with Sham Prabhuji. That is one thing. And I request dear devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. You can share your yatra. How was it? Kumbh Mela and everything. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sorry, Shamataji, just want to say how I'd like to commend Pravavati Mataji, who's held the fort while you were away. She engaged and the core people that helped as well, which is Sridhar Prabhu and Devashish Prabhu, in keeping the group going, which was wonderful. And everybody was engaged, the core group, and kept it really, really. I was really, surprised, and we received the richness of getting together still, So rest assured, you can go on holidays again to India. Just wanted to say how wonderful a job she did while you were away, and thanks for pointing her, because she really was able to rise on the occasion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Yes, so it comes with austerity and penances. One is who is following austerity and penances to please spiritual masters, according to the scriptural injunctions. That without that austerity, it is very and clean, pure heart. It is not possible. All our devotees here, whatever who are all seeing, and also some devotees are not here because of the work and many other things. They're not ordinary souls. If we go to the Kumbh Mela, how many people? 450 million people. How many of them are their devotees? And who knows that who is Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead? Hardly few.
Mm.
So now we see here all our pure devotees. Out of our group, 74 members of Akshbari Sangha, some devotees are always constant. This is called Dhradavrataha. Bhajante Mam Dhradavrataha. Krishna is pleased with such kind of devotees. There is no duplicity or no show-offs. Only execute what is required, what is necessary, what is said. Thank you so much, Mataji and Prabhavati Mataji, Sridhar Govindas Prabhuji and Devashish Prabhuji, and all the devotees who are here and supporting this Sangha. The Sangha is not particular to one person or who is doing, but it is to please Krishna and Prabhupada. Everyone are participating according to their own capacity. Thank you so much, Jahanakanya Mataji. And with regards to the Kumbh Mela updates, there are many things to share, but today is weekday, but we may sit on some kind of Saturdays or Sundays for elaborate descriptions. And also got affected with the cold as well, cold and cough. It needs some time as well. It is a very wonderful journey, journey of austerities, and taking prasadam is also a challenge sometimes, and a cold water bath and the free prasadam is there everywhere. But we got an opportunity to take only where the Rama's temple, Rama Akaras are there, and devotees are students who are studying the Vedic literatures or Vedic students. They were preparing this prasadam that we could eat it, and otherwise just only the fruits and juices as much as possible wherever it is required. And everywhere there is so much of dust. This is entire Kumbh Mela, so many entire Ganga River and around the surrounding beds of the Ganga River. It is made an entire city of the temporary city, which is made with all kinds. There are some charges, sometimes are little bit luxuriously maintained or created. That is luxurious, temporary only. Some are just with the basic facilities only to sleep, and then give free prasadam, free shelter. So like that. And then 24 hours from all the morning to throughout the night also, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Jai Ram. All some things some people are doing, and we were able to see our Krishna consciousness Sangha also uh, in a few tents away as well. There are also 24 hours Kirtan, always Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Some devotees are keep on practicing or singing those Kirtans as well. And many of them, the sadhus, they have grown their beards and then put up turban with orange clothes, and then some of them belongs to the Sri Sampradaya. Uh, and many of them, like some babas, they are very young and they're just putting and growing the hair and with a very long and having some beard, he becomes a baba. Just putting some ashes, he becomes a baba. But there is it's a different kinds of facility. We do not know what is behind their activities or their actions. It is very hard to understand. But some Nag sadhus, they're completely naked and then sitting there and are doing some kind of fightings and then keeping some kind of the peacock feathers, bunch of peacock feathers, whoever goes there and they will bless them, something like that. But what is the meaning of that blessing? That we do not know. What is their intention? Whether we wanted to become just like them or just become detached from this material world, we do not know. But we want the blessings that we need to awaken the love. San, they like Dhruv Maharaj was praying in his Sanjeevati Akalasiki Darha Sudamna Pranan Twag there Hasta Charna Pada. He was saying that, oh my dear Lord, you are awakening all my senses, including the pranan. That is what we needed, awakening the love of Godhead. That is essential. But those blessings, do that contain the love of Godhead? I do not see it. Practically, I do not see it. Or I do not have vision what is their what they have got in their minds to see and understand them. But Krishna consciousness, it is very pure. We see everything is practical and open, and it is the open secret. Reading the books and awakening the love, speaking with each other very humbly and nicely, and discuss the top Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Katayanta Shamam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. That is the happiness. And but following all these trouble things, but they do not chant Hare Krishna Govinda Name. So this is uh, Gokotidana Grahane Kagasya and Prayaga Gangodaka Kalpavasaha Yajnata Meru Suvarnadanam Govinda Name Nasamam Shata Amshaihi. It is not even comparable to the 100 part of the chanting of the name of Govinda. That is mentioned, but we have got all these things that we need to acknowledge. When we go, how much hard trouble it is going through the pilgrimage. There is, and later on, after Prayaga, we have taken the bath on the 29th of January and 3rd of February. The Punya, It is the most Parvadinas, or called Parvari, something like that in Hindi, and other a couple of times, and also offering oblations to the forefathers as well. But we have gone to those to take bath in the mood of, because it is related to Krishna. We have previously discussed the glories of Ganga Devi, how it is emanating from the feet of Krishna. That's why we have got association. Of course, there are many other things as well, but that is not that will not impress us. But main thing is, it is directly coming from Krishna and spiritual world. That is why we are attached to Ganga as well. Worship. It is worshipable for us. And also on the auspicious days. And also devotees will come there. For example, Radhanath Swami has come there. Many other devotees, they have come. And they have also taken bath. And the other devotees who are coming, ordinary people. Uh, Not everyone are ordinary people. Some are living in the pilgrimages only for that purpose. Some people came from different place and staying there for around 30-40 days throughout the Kumbh Mela period. They do not leave outside of the Prayaga, always following that kind of austerities. But they have got, everyone have got the intention of moksha, though they do not understand the philosophy, but they have got intention to get moksha. Of course, every living entity in their own journey. And one day they will come to Krishna consciousness. But we do not know how long it is. But for the devotees, it is guaranteed. Krishna assured us, our acharyas properly established Hare Namanu Kirtanam. Okay, and then later on, just because there is one day to go to the Varanasi as well before I come to UK back again. But Varanasi is full of crowd. Again, it is there also people are going and taking bath in the Ganga and then going to the darshan, but it is also not possible to enter at all. Somewhere or other, Lord um, did not, or the time is not sufficient to enter into the temple premises at all. By looking at the crowd and then pushing each other, it is very, very hard. And then return back without a darshan of Kasi Vishwanath. And later on, Meena Mataji, who is leading all our activities, like where to go, what to do. Mataji is doing very, very nicely, very fast, quick decisions. Even though it is not possible for us, Mataji was able to make it out. All austerities and penances. And later on, Mataji and Meena Mataji went to Ujjain to take darshan of Mahakaleshwar, Omkaleshwar. Uh, and then I am back to our Sangha. I'm just been starving for a devotees association. Again, back to normal. And I see later on, this is the place for me, like being very happy with the devotees discussing topics of Krishna Katha. Okay, there are many other things as well, realizations that will be shared later on. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Welcome back. We feel much relieved, and big thanks to Prabhuti Mataji and for her extraordinary service in your absence. But I realize personally, I am sure all the devotees, that what a great job you are doing for us and when you are absent. I feel that personally. Thank you, Prabhu. Appreciate again for your service. Haribol.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, Amoga Prabhu and Janukana Mataji, they have absolutely summed it up. Yeah, we felt your absence, and of course, but Krishna, I mean, your way of conducting the Sangha in such a nice way. Some of like pure devotees, they have been able to gather that and continue, like some of them as Prabhavati Mataji, Sridhar Prabhu, Devashish Prabhu, like in your absence, every day we had Sangha, and though I couldn't join the evening ones, of course, they might have gone as well. So it's really very nice. I mean, nothing can be more blissful and cherishing than Devotees Association and a Sangha. Just we look forward to that. But we certainly missed your association. That's true. Prabhu. And it was really nice to use. We can understand you have got some throat infection, having cold bath and all. So you take rest and get better soon, and hope we'll listen to you on the weekends. But thank you for sharing in brief your realizations. So thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, welcome back. Thank you very much for sharing all your thoughts, and very nice to have you back. We were all waiting for your presence. And I would like to thank everyone, Debashish Prabhu, Siddhar Prabhuji, and all of them, Janakanya Mataji, all the devotees. Actually, I'm not qualified, but just, yeah, with, everybody's help, everybody really, not one or two. I'm nothing. Thank you so much for this opportunity, but very, very nice to have you back, Prabhuji. And it's, as everybody said, it's not the same. We really missed you, and we missed your association. Thank you so much, Haribol. Thanks, everyone, all the devotees for, tolerating me. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Mata, you did a wonderful job, Mataji. Please don't. I know you're very humble, but we know how it was. So we are very happy that you really take the lead and you did everything very nicely. And I'm personally, I'm very happy with the way it goes. Of course, we missed Amol Prabhu, who is very nice in explaining all these things. But yeah, now Prabhu is back, so it's nice. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. The things that we call unfortunate, colds and coughs, and Prabhavati Mataji had a back problem as well. It doesn't happen for nothing. It's very good learning, and leading you to a path where you're more valuable. She did an amazing job considering, and thank goodness that she utilized that time to help out the group. And colds and coughs, actually, I had a cold and cough too, and that's helped me to stay in the group and attend more often than I did before you left. So these things don't happen for no reason, So colds and coughs can lead you to good things. You utilize your time every moment for something that's useful. So I think it's very helpful. And like Prabhupada said in the letter about opening the books, unless you open the books, you can't find the jewels in the crown. So this is what it is, finding the jewel, because you're determined and you're making a commitment, and you and you're committed in keep on going and going until you find that jewel. So it's really good. Hare Krishna.
Yes, absolutely, Mataji. Well, very well said. Even I was contemplating on that, Prabhavati Mataji, like normally she has got shift duties at her work, but, Lord, I mean, I'm not saying like what has happened to her is nice. Of course, she's going through a lot of trouble, but, Lord knew that this is going to come, and then we would need someone to lead and have a sangha. So she was there so nicely to every day describe and reflect on the purpose and also, of course, though she's going through trouble, but yeah, she kept engaged herself and us in Krishna consciousness and in the association of devotees. So yeah, behind material things also there's so much purpose which are for the future, but we do not understand immediately. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Have you back? It's so nice welcome back. And then yes, all the devotees said, yeah, we miss you, Prabhu. And then yeah, listen to you just briefly your yatra. So it's really nice. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank
And
you.
also, we're pleased that you were able to do what you really you dreamt of, going to a place like that, and you bring back the richness for us. And I hope we can take a bit of a share of it when you spill out all the beautiful richness that you accumulated from the 9 days. the austere life you led within that 9 days, it's must be something special.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. So most of the days it is walking, walking, walking. It is not much of discussing the topics of Krishna. Um, but walking there and going, trying to find, don't know what to do, where to do. That kind of most of the time was spent like that, and body gets tired, and the evening comes. It is kind of austerities, but how much time we have been hearing Krishna Katha? That is very less. And also morning, the japa and evening japa, they are not in a standard order, but it will go. That is in a different angle. Of course, we are always in the Prayaga is again Punya Kshetra, Dhama. Small things will also be rectified. And also the yajna which we have performed. There was a Brahman Pandit, Meena Mataji has got a little boy, 19 years old boy. He is a Brahman. He was able to do those things like performing Havan or Yajna. And everyone has, but yeah, my I just was praying on behalf of devotees and everyone else, all the living entities. We're all the living entities like children of Krishna only. In such a way, with that sankalpa, we have done Havan as well. Because at the end, uh, we also need health of material body and material life, which is the platform to increase our spiritual activities. Without the base, without the material, healthy material life, we cannot progress the spiritual life. For that one purpose, that is Krishna consciousness purpose. So, praying for all the devotees and all the living entities, that is the only thing. And then no any self expectations, only for Krishna. A body somewhere other, body will fall on one day. So, but whatever we do to please Krishna and his devotees, that makes permanent. That is eternity. And then we have done some offerings to the ISKCON Prayagraj. They have also arranged in two different sectors and giving annadana to many people for all the whoever is coming to the Akara for prasadam. And our ISKCON was very nice, beautifully arranged, and different kinds of things, and bhajans are going on. And it is different from other akadas. It's some, I don't know, some people call akada or akara. Some akadas they are doing only Rama Katha, some akadas they are doing this Bhagavat Katha, like that. Some are mixed, morning Bhagavatam and afternoon Ramayana. Our one is keep going on. In the temple, it is also going on our activity. Temple is different, which is at the banks of the Yamuna River. That where they do Harati to Yamuna River every day. That is also there, the beautiful part. And there, Shri Shri Radha Venumada was so beautiful. When we see it is so in a different mood. And I got a calendar as well when we have done offerings. They gave three calendars, one to Meena Mataji and one to Bhakti Ben Mataji, Bhakti Ben Usha Mataji and Meena Mataji, Jagritana Mataji. They're all friends together. But we miss Bhakti Ben Mataji in our Sangha out of those four devotees. Okay, and we did some offerings there. We took prasadam from the temple as well and meet some devotees there and met Sankirtana Prabhu as well. And then again coming to journey, and we go to the Shri Veni Madhav temple. Shri Veni Madhav temple. This is the very oldest temple. It's similar to Shri Shri Radha Venu Madhav temple, but that is ISKCON. But here Shri Veni Madhav temple, which is next to the Dashashwamedha Ghat. It is said as per the scriptures that Brahma has done in the beginning. He installed the deities and he worshipped there. And that is where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to take darshan of Shri Veni Madhav. and then dance in ecstasy. And there also they have created something, some place, but I did not go very near to it. Mentioning about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in the Prayaga is all there are Nagavasi's temple, where it in the respect to Vasuki, the snake, whenever in the Samudram, and then Vasuki has done so much of help to the demigods and the demons. That temple is also there, and everyone are going and paying their respects to the Lord Vasuki. And also there is a Alopi Shakti Pita temple that we went there. It is not proper deity, it is only Shakti Pita. Pita is I don't know the glories of it and how much what is it is doing. It is kind of a pillar which is hanging pillar, and on the bottom of it they have done some kind of yantras, something like that, and they're worshipping. Everyone are offering their obeisances. Of course, there are small deities are also there that we have visited. Apart from that, we see so many many people, they do not have a bodily concept of life. That, of course, I will share those one. Everyone speak in their own philosophy, but everyone are they have without austerity and penances, previous pious activities, they cannot stay in the prayaga like dhams, prayaga, but would not know whether they know the philosophy or not, but simply they're the devotees of the Lord. Many people are asking for some kind of begging and alms, many other ways, but still on the strength of the Dham and the Ganga, strength of the glories of Ganga and Lord Shiva, and many things, only depending on the Lord. Such kind of people are huge. Okay, so these are a few things, but I will be sharing in the coming days as well, and how it is related to our Krishna consciousness. And some Brahmanas, they're always doing this kind of pujas. They do chant all the Vedic hymns and Krishna, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanhitaya cha Krishna, Krishnaya, Vasudevaya, Jagatita, something like they're always doing it. But at the end, they do not give any instructions to the people. You chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, or you always chant Harinama like that. They do not give those instructions. They simply take money and then they are satisfied with that. So such kind of Brahmanas are many of them. They count their money, how much money I have got, earned from the performing this. That's why uh, people who are thinking that Krishna body, they are to be rejected. Brahmanas, such kind of Brahmanas are to be rejected from the Srautasmarda Vidanataha. That is also mentioned, Bahishkaryaha. But people are going to such kind of learning Vedic things only for the sake of livelihood. It is not good, but we do not know, but we don't have other options as well. That's why Hare Krishna Mahamantra, how much important, it will stress us all the time. Just hold on to the mantra. Do not depend on the Brahmanas doing pujas and yajnas, something like that. So Harinam Yajna, Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. When Krishna says, we have to take that one, authority. So every moment, we do not know what kind of people we are meeting. So chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Knowledge will be revealed internally. Okay, so we are minutes past away. Okay, we'll stop that one for today and then we'll continue the later sessions. Okay, if you are happy, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
Jo
नमो
Namo
नमः।
Namaha.
अनन्तकोटि
Nantakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Srila
Hare
Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari Bol.
Krishna.
Krishna.